Hello and welcome to Michael's Minty Music for today. Today we review Blondie's 1999 album No Exit. This is a comeback album for them. They broke up in 1983 and got back together in the late 90s, and it's pretty good. They haven't really gotten super rusty or anything by being separate for a decade and a half, which is pretty nice. So this is basically them picking off kind of right where they left off, really. This is the track listing, and these are the tracks I added to my playlist, 10 out of 14, so most of them here. There's a lot of pretty good, different sounding tracks here. The album goes between fast and slower tracks pretty well. It's got a decent medium speed overall. The songs never get super duper fast, but there's definitely some sort of quick rock tracks here that are pretty good. The album flows pretty well. The variety of sounds and genres helps it a lot. It never really stalls or gets boring. The middle of the album is probably the best, although the beginning has some pretty good rock tracks, I would say. The end of the album gets pretty funky, but it works all right, although it's not as good as the rest of the album. There are many different genres here. Some of them are more traditional rock and new wave, but there's also some rap and hip-hop elements, along with the cover of a 60s bubble pop song, Out in the Streets, and some wacky songs, like track 7 and 14, the ending song, which very much sort of defies genre categorization, I would say. There's some weird stuff on here, but there's some good stuff too. There was only one single released before the album, Maria, and no songs were on the radio off of this album in the US, so this was not a radio album. My favorite track here is probably Under the Gun, although it was tight between it and Nothing Is Real But the Girl, but those two are both definitely my favorite. Maria and No Exit, the two big singles off of this album, were also both really good. Definitely one of the better tracks off the album. I rank this album 5th out of Blondie's 7 albums, just over Auto American and under The Hunter. I definitely don't think this album comes together as well as Blondie's late 70s work, and I think it's close to The Hunter, but The Hunter just has a few songs that are significantly better than pretty much all the stuff on No Exit, and that puts it slightly over in the rankings. I definitely think No Exit is better than Auto American, although not by a lot. It's pretty close. The Hunter, No Exit, and Auto American are all in the kind of genre of wide variety of tracks that have a bunch of different genres, and they're all generally pretty good, but nothing outstanding. Now, this album does take my top spot from 1999, taking it from Sting's Brand New Day, which was previously the only album I had heard from this year. I definitely think that No Exit is better than Brand New Day, mostly due to the variety. Brand New Day doesn't have a lot of variety, and No Exit that's pretty much what it excels at. In terms of sort of a song-by-song quality, they are similar, but No Exit definitely comes together as an album a lot better, as it doesn't get boring or drag at all like Brand New Day does. Next up is Train's debut self-titled 1998 album. It's pretty decent. It's far from their best work, but it's still pretty good for a debut, I would say. So stay tuned for that, and stay minty.